Hello traders, I want to welcome you to a brand new trading week. In this video, I'll be bringing you the weekly analysis for the forex market for this week, the 1st to 5th of April 2024. If you're watching my channel for the first time, my name is Roti Malawali, and on this channel, I bring you forex trading tips, analysis, and signal. And if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please click the subscribe button now and also the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I drop a new video. All right, let's get started. So this week, the first instrument I'll be analyzing is the dollar index, the USDX. And this is the dollar index on the weekly time frame. And if you look at the weekly time frame, we can clearly see that price actually, closed by the end of last week at a resistance level. You can see we have a resistance level, and this is, where the market closed for last week. And the previous time, price actually, equally hit a resistance. It's a valid level, only broken here, and price still maintained that resistance level afterwards. So we have price at a resistance level, which tells us of the possibility of a bearish movement. Not only that, this may end up looking a lot like a double top, which should lead to a bearish breakout. And if you take a closer look again, we can clearly draw a trend line. All right, so we have price touching the trend line multiple times, which is also an indication of a possible bearish movement, which can also add to the confirmation of this, double top we're seeing up there. And if we zoom down to 4-hour time frame, you can clearly see price, touching the trend line right at that point. So we can flip down again to a lower time frame like 1 hour, and on 1 hour time frame, what I can see here is the possible formation of a pattern, that looks a lot like a rising wedge on 1 hour, which is a bearish reversal pattern. And on a big picture, I'm also seeing this like forming a head and a shoulder pattern, which could lead to a bearish breakout. But that's just more in the future. But we have a valid rising wedge there, and asking price, could possibly drop from this region. So with that, I'm bearish biased on the dollar index for this week. So next, I'm looking at the USD CHF. Now for the USD CHF, price also closed, the end of last week, price closed at a resistance level with a rejection candle there, which could lead to a bearish breakout. That's on the weekly time frame. And if we flip down to the 4-hour time frame, we will see the formation, of a pattern that may end up looking a lot like a head and shoulder. Price may still go back up there, then we have, a breakout. So bearish. So I'm bearish biased on USD CHF for this week. And next I'll look at is the Euro USD. Now, if the dollar is bearish, then we should expect an instrument like Euro USD to go in the bullish direction. So here's the Euro USD on the daily time frame. We have price trending up. We have an uptrend here, and the market closed last week with a rejection candle touching the trend line. So technically, we expect a bounce in the bullish direction. And if we flip down to 1-hour time frame, currently I'm seeing the possible formation of an inverse head and shoulder pattern, which should lead to a bearish breakout, and a further confirmation of, which should lead to a bullish breakout. Pardon me, bullish, not bearish. A further confirmation to a bullish breakout is what we have here as a falling wedge. Falling wedge pattern is a bullish reversal pattern. So I'm bullish biased on Euro USD. And next is the AUD USD. Having similar pattern, just like we have on the Euro USD, we have price bouncing off the trend line, multiple times. This one is very close. This is touching quite close, and market closed last week with price touching the trend line and forming a bullish pattern likewise. And if you go down to 1 hour time frame, 4 hour and also 1 hour, now we're seeing also a pattern that looks a lot like an inverse head and shoulder pattern, which should lead to a bullish breakout. And we can still also draw, trend lines here and there to have a falling wedge, just like we have on the Euro USD. So I'm equally bullish biased on the AUD USD for this week. Now for this one, entry could be made when price, breaks out above this region over here. All right, so we could have, an entry right there. All right, next we look at the Euro CHF. Now for the Euro CHF, if we look at it right from the weekly time frame, we'll clearly see that last week closed as a rejection candle, and that should give us the view of a possible reversal, because the market closed right on a resistance level. So technically we should be looking out for a bearish breakout on Euro CHF for this week. And if we flip that on the weekly time frame, if we flip down to the 4 hour time frame, we can clearly see that we have an uptrend right here, and another one right at the back, forming a rising wedge, which should lead to a bearish breakout. But then before the bearish breakout happens, I see a possible bullish movement intraday, because if we flip down to the 1 hour time frame, I'm seeing here a pattern that looks a lot like a double bottom, which could see price go up, for a little while. So if price close up there, then later on we can now expect, the reversal. So we have a short-term bullish trend on Euro CHF and a longer-term, bearish outlook on Euro CHF. Eventually, it may end up having, a head and shoulder, then a drop. So I have a short-term bullish and a longer-term bearish trend on Euro CHF for this week. And the next is the GBP CHF. For the GBP CHF, you can see on the let's start from the weekly time frame. We can see that price hit last week, hit a resistance zone. Price hit a resistance zone last week, and technically we are expecting a bearish breakout this week. So we can flip down to 4 hour, since this is more or less a swing setup, and we'll find a rising wedge pattern. So this is purely a swing setup. So for swing traders, this is just a trade you can watch for this week. So we're going to be waiting for price to break out below the trend line to trigger a sell on GBP CHF. So I'm bearish biased on GBP CHF for this week. Next is the GBP New Zealand, and on the daily time frame, we can clearly see that price closed last week with price hitting a support turn resistance. Price broke support, hit resistance. The next thing is that we expect a bearish breakout. So we're going to be looking out for a bearish breakout on GBP New Zealand this week, and we can flip down to the 4 hour time frame, and there we find the formation of a rising wedge pattern. So it's possible price may pull back up here, maybe to form a double top. It may happen, it may not happen. Double top, I mean, before we have a breakout in the bearish direction, or it may just break out outrightly. But either ways, we're expecting a bearish breakout on GBP New Zealand for this week. And for New Zealand CAD, we have on the weekly time frame price hitting and bouncing off the trend line, and price closed the last week on that trend line. So technically we expect a bullish movement on New Zealand CAD this week. So I'll flip down to 4 hour, and on 4 hour, even on 1 hour. Now let's start with the 4 hour time frame. Can see the formation of a trend line here, a second trend line somewhere around here, giving us a falling wedge. Let's go down to the 1 hour time frame. Yeah. So we have a falling wedge pattern. Now, price could actually end up forming a double bottom and breakout, or it may form an inverse head and shoulder and breakout, or you may just have an outright breakout from here. Either ways, we're expecting a bullish breakout on Euro New Zealand for this week. All right, so that's going to be all for this week. And if you want the actual signal with entries, and the profit level, just click the link below this video. At the comment section, you see the link to my Telegram channel from where you can get the entry, to and the take profit levels to all this analysis. All right, thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please click the like button, share this video, subscribe to this channel, and click on the notification bell so that you can get notified whenever I drop a new video. And most importantly, drop your comments in the comment section. All right, it's bye for now. I'll see you in my next video.